you ready?
Yeah.
Saquon Jones, the boxing voice. We got Hasim Rahman. How you doing, man?
Good, I'm good. What's up?
Last time we saw each other was in BoxX a long time ago before your Jake Paul fight. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, but I got a chance to meet you, and I see you outside getting some food, so it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yo, last night's crazy. Let me get your thoughts for the boxing community.
Man, last night was crazy. It was a crazy experience. You know, I was here in New York to witness it, but you know, I see a lot of.
Did you go to the fight?
Did I what?
Was you at the fight?
Yeah, I was there.
Nice. Right?
And I felt like the word robbery is used too much in boxing. It's used too much nowadays. When a fight is close and it can go either way, it's not really a robbery. But I felt like the victory, I'm not going to say he was robbed because...
You don't want Haney being robbed?
Haney, yeah. I'm not going to say he was robbed, but I did feel like he deserved the nod in that fight.
Really?
If he didn't deserve the nod, then I think it should have been a draw.
Okay.
I thought he won.
I can see
virtually.
that.
I thought he won virtually every round outside of him being knocked down. Plus, the one time he did get knocked down, well, the first time he got knocked down, that point was nullified. It was only a 1-point round.
Okay.
So with Ryan having two 2-point rounds and one 1-point round,
that's 5-point advantage.
That's not enough to secure the victory and take the belts away from the champ.
Okay.
I felt like the 12th round was maybe like a toss-up round, but I gave it to Devin. Maybe I'm a little biased on that round, but the rest of the fight, I thought it was clear that that Devin won the fight. The first round obviously went to Ryan, but I felt like Devin landed the cleaner shots. Devin was pushing the pace more. I felt like Ryan was fighting in spots, and you know, credit to Ryan, he dropped Devin multiple times, but credit to Devin because he got up like a true champion and fought for his titles.
Can you talk about, as somebody who had an issue with weight at one point, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk about how important that 3 pounds was?
I mean,
like because for him not to have to deal with that 3 pounds.
And Devin did.
You saw Devin's face, his eyes were discolored, you know.
I mean,
so
I feel
can
like
you just talk about that? Like,
gave him an advantage, obviously, and he didn't care about, you know, making the weight. He just cared about winning the fight. It was, he got to the point where he was like, okay, I'm gonna start feeling a little different.
Yeah.
If I continue to cut down. Now, when he fought Tank, he made it all the way down to 135 or 135 and some change, and then couldn't rehydrate back up. But he knew now, okay, I'm at 143. This is as low as I'll go. I'll pay the fine. I'll pay the bet, whatever. I'll pay it, and then we're gonna go ahead and fight. Now, I think, you know, Devin's camp should have made him. I think Devin's camp should have made him go and lose that weight. But you know, you live and you learn. It was $1.5 million paid. But you know, I think Ryan did a great job of trolling and you know, making you think one thing when he's really doing another. He trained and prepared excellent for this fight.
But like, so for the casual who doesn't realize how tough that 3 pounds is, can you talk about how tough that 3 pounds is?
Man.
Like the difference between Haney's 140 and the difference between Ryan's 143 and how that could come into play with the ring.
You get to a point when you're losing weight and you cutting weight, you get to a point where it's just like not coming off. Sometimes you can't use the bathroom, you can't pee, you can't poop, you can't really take off any weight. It takes an extreme amount of effort to put in to get your body to even sweat to get that weight off. Devin put himself through that. Devin went all the way down to 140 that he was contracted to do and made the weight. Now Ryan can sit there and say, oh, I can't make 140 no more, but I mean, at the end of the day, that's what he signed a contract to do. But it felt like he knew the whole time that he wasn't gonna hit 140. He was just gonna come in a little heavy and stop when he felt like, you know, this is it. This is the limit right here. I'm not going anymore. I'm gonna start to feel uncomfortable. The last 3 pounds could have had him. It would have not messed up, but it would have factored in with his hydration. It would have factored in his energy level. He conserved a lot of energy by not shutting off that 3 pounds. That energy, the energy that you're seeing in those bursts when he was fighting in spots and he was levying that hook, man. He fought a great fight. You know, they both fought a great fight. But that last 3 pounds could have been the difference. But Devin didn't offer any excuses, so I'm not going to offer no excuses on his behalf. Not that I speak on his behalf or anything, but that's just my take from the fight. I felt like if Ryan would have came down another 3 pounds, we would have had a different fight. We would have seen a different Ryan.
Last question before I let you get back to your night, man. He was eating that left hook, man. As I actually went to, I'm a huge Devin Haney fan. I had to be unbiased when I was covering the fight. I've actually gone to Melbourne to see him fight. I saw him when he was coming up. So I was like emotionally affected, almost like when Roy Jones lost to Tarver last night for me. But he just didn't make any adjustments with that left hook, man. And so, you know, as a boxer, you know, what could you have done differently with that left hook?
He got to go back to training camp.
Okay.
And train to work on keeping that right hand at home, especially when he coming out of the exchanges. But something that I was pointing out during the fight, after he got knocked down and got back up, he went back to being first. Every time Devin was first, there was nothing Ryan could do with him.
Yeah.
Nothing Ryan could do. When Devin was being first, there was nothing he could do. I mean, going back to the drawing board, figuring out ways to get out the way of the left hook, not getting out of it, not getting out of the way of it the same way every time, and keeping his hands up to protect himself. Last night he had his hands down a lot. He was getting caught with the left hand just by minor mistakes, and he said it himself. He slept on Ryan a little bit.
I slept on him.
We all did. We all did, and he made it to where we would sleep on him because he made it seem like he was just coming for, you know, his last payday or his last big hurrah, and he wasn't really taking the fight serious. But, you know, you live and you learn, and Allah is the best of planners, so I know my brother Devin Haney will be back on top.
Yo, thanks so much.
He's still the champ. He's still the champ.
Yeah.
He's still the WBC world champ at 140, and he gonna continue to reign as a champion.
Yo, thanks so much, Hasim. It's good to see you again. Saquon Jones with the Boxing Voice.
Likewise, Boxing Voice.
All right, give me a drop. Give me a drop for the Boxing.
Man, y'all know what it is. It's the Boxing Voice. Y'all know where to get the hottest boxing news in the land. Go ahead, tap in, like, subscribe, comment. Y'all holla at your boy.
Thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate you.